And this is like a waste of time.
Good afternoon, beautiful people. I still haven't replaced the motor in that thing, even though I do have it. It is here. I was able to get it. I just have to like sit down and watch the video again on how to do it and then actually put it in. It'll probably be today since I'm kind of cooped up today. We've been having some really hot weather. It's the dog days of summer. I mean, the end of July into August, it just gets to where it's so hot and humid.
It's heat stroke hot.
Yes, it's heat stroke hot. The heat index, it's like 116 or something like that. It's pretty gross. Today, we get to do inside things.
Yes.
I guess we might as well talk about it. We bought a cream separator.
Goodness. Okay. So we weighed it. We were like, would this be a wise decision to buy? I mean, it's not cheap. So it was
cream separators are freakishly expensive.
Yeah.
It's like a car if you buy a really nice one.
Yeah. Well, we didn't buy the really nice one.
Maybe we should have.
So we were like, maybe it would be worth it for like time, and maybe we would get more cream, and then I could make more butter and ice cream and stuff like that. So we are trying to get this thing to work the way we feel like it should work.
We used it this morning and we made an epic mess in here.
Oh my gosh.
The thing leaked everywhere. I mean, it was just a little bit user error, a little bit mechanical error. But yeah, it's been quite a chore.
Yeah.
So we're going to bring you guys along. You get to see the absolute craziness that is trying to figure this thing out. Usually we don't do troubleshooting in front of a camera. Because there's always people who are like, oh, you should have done and you should have. And it's like, yeah, but we're figuring it out. So we're going to set the thing back up. We've figured since we've got everything out anyways, and we've got milk that needs to be skimmed.
I'm like woefully behind on dealing with milk.
Yeah, that's what we're going to be doing right now. And probably here in a little bit, I'm going to need to turn that mini split back on because it'll get warm in here. I'll probably replace that motor.
Okay,
so
cool.
All right, milk first.
All right.
Getting the beast all set up.
Yep.
All right, so here is our...
Do you want me to pull this apart?
No, don't worry about it.
Okay, so there's various pieces.
Like a million. There's a million pieces to it.
Maybe like 500,000.
I mean, it looks cool.
It does look cool.
So, you want to explain how this witchcraft works?
Oh, it's science. It's a centrifugal centrifuge-like design. So,
centrifugal separation.
Yeah, so it flings the butter fat away from the milk through a series of funnels and whirly gigs. Science. So I need to heat the milk. That helps
it separate.
Yeah, so it helps melt the butter fat.
So when we played around, we finished milking this morning, immediately brought it in, tried to do it, along with setting the thing up. Supposed to run hot water through it. It made a mess. It spilled stuff everywhere. It was just like
out the side.
Like it was all this stuff. Anyways, when you run milk through it, it separates and goes where it's supposed to, whereas the water doesn't. But the instructions say to run water through it. It's just like it's been a morning.
It's been a morning.
So we'll get this milk heated up and
try again.
Hopefully
it doesn't go everywhere. Shooting for 100.
And lift off.
Turn it on, get it up to speed, and then, so this thing is a open close valve. We want it closed before we get started.
And spill milk everywhere.
Probably.
holds about a gallon.
It's a gallon, yeah.
So we didn't run water through it this time.
No, we didn't. I washed it in hot water.
All right, let it rip, Tater Chip.
So milk doesn't go everywhere.
So I didn't open it all the way last time.
It's super slow.
Just like get it to where it starts flowing, and because if you open it all the way, it seems like it wanted to
overflow.
Okay. So the top one is the cream. That one is the skim. And then last time it leaked out of this layer in between and made a mess all over the place. Do we have towels ready?
Oh, we should.
Here's a towel.
Here we go.
There's a towel. Okay.
Alright.
Let it rip.
Well, I did. I got it about halfway.
You'll know when it starts flowing. There it goes. First drip.
It's coming.
It is some thick cream.
Yeah, it is.
Yellow, creamy color. And that, if you can cut through the foam, yeah, it's like blue color. Well, it's not making a horrific mess this time.
Thank goodness. That was frustrating.
Now, I will say it's pretty cool to have a machine do this, but we're not getting any more cream than we...
And this takes like 3 times as long.
Like, we could have skimmed all 4 of those half gallons and been done. Okay, so you went straight over to this pot. What are you doing over here?
Because there's still a lot of milk proteins in there, I'm just gonna make ricotta out of this. So we won't get it as much as usual, but waste not, want not.
Yep. Alright, so we have run 2 gallons through our skim milk, and we got a pint of cream.
We usually get a pint from 1 gallon handling.
Hashtag not impressed.
Definitely not impressed. I mean, I will say this is thick cream, so there's that. I feel like we do get more milk when I hand ladle. Like, it's thinner. The cream quality we are getting, I am more impressed with.
Yeah, this is like...
the amount is...
pretty piddly.
It's pretty piddly. Does anybody want to buy a cream separator? I'm heating another 2 gallons.
But we're going to open it up and adjust the separator thing. See if we can, get it thinner?
I guess, yeah.
Because that's a little bit thick. That's like heavy whipping cream right there.
Which is fine. I mean, for a lot of things, like for whipping cream, that would be great. That would make a decent butter.
Like, look how thick that is.
I mean, it's pretty thick. Like, thick. I mean, that would make some beautiful ice cream.
That would make some beautiful ice cream.
Nice thick ice cream. But we're not upset with having the thinner cream we've been getting from ladling.
I have tightened down the adjustment screw to get this as thin as it can possibly go. We will see how this works. All right, let it rip. I'm going to go back to what I was doing. That's why I'm behind the camera.
There are really good peaches this year. They're really good. No, we did not grow them.
Okay, it's definitely thinner. All right.
Okay.
This is why we play with new equipment.
Yes. We are getting more cream than before, but it's thin cream. The faster you let it out, it really doesn't... I mean, it almost looks like just the milk coming out. So I don't open it all the way. I just kind of like keep it about halfway, and that seems to get a good like cream. We've been at this for like an hour and a half now.
Yeah.
I'm not impressed.
Yeah, it's probably just this separator.
It could be, yeah. I mean, when you're on Homestead and you got a lot to do, there's only so much time.
Yep.
And this is like a waste of time.
It's all right. Now we know. All right, so this go round, we got almost a quart versus half a quart.
Well, we got like a pint and a half.
So it's a little bit thinner. I'd say a lot of it thinner.
Yeah, quite a bit
that
thinner.
One's
oh yeah.
pretty thick.
All right. I've got 1 more gallon that's heating, and we're gonna run through this, and then we're gonna be done. I'm gonna wash everything again.
So you are now turning
all that
skim milk into
cheese.
Farm cheese.
Ricotta.
Ricotta. Queso fresco?
Yeah. It's got like a billion names.
Depends on which culture you belong to.
Yeah.
Everybody makes it. Everybody calls it something different, but it's all delicious.
It is. It is. Quite a bit of cheese.
That is quite a bit of cheese. See? Like, we're getting as much as we can out of that milk.
That's right.
All right. Verdict.
Don't waste your money.
So this was a $300 cream separator.
Yeah. So this is, for anybody who's going to ask, this is the Meneer. Got it on Amazon. I'll even put a link for everybody who wants to go take a look at it. I mean, I was telling you earlier, if we had more cows and we were getting like gallons and gallons a day and we didn't have room in the fridge and we just wanted to process a whole bunch in one shot, it would probably be worth it that way. That way we're not having to wait, like put gallons in the fridge, make room in the fridge, wait for it to separate, skim, you know. For one cow, I don't think it's worth it.
It's not worth it. Plus, I mean, that ate up pretty close to like 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Sitting there, heating up the milk, separating it, standing there babysitting the machine. That was kind of a hassle. Whereas all we have to do is get a ladle and, you know, ladle it out. We actually get more cream ladling it.
Yeah.
So.
And that could have been done in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And then I wouldn't have to wash the millions of pieces.
Yeah, there's about 1 million pieces. So.
Yep.
Live and learn.
We're going
to see if we can send it back.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can, but
we'll see.
Live and learn.
Yep.
All right. Now, because the AC has been off, it's about 86 degrees in here.
It's
pretty warm.
oven's going.
The oven's going, dinner's cooking. I'm going to get this mini split fixed.
All right.
All right. So, I've watched the video a couple times on how to do these. Before I get started, I'm going to go shut the power off to this unit. It looks like you can do the majority of it with one screwdriver. It's just a matter of standing here and getting it all done. I think the only thing I'm wondering about is a lot of the screws are on this end and I'm up against a wall. So we'll see. So even though I was the one who put these in, and I remember how they're wired, always take a picture before you disconnect wiring. That way you can put it back. I've learned that lesson the hard way. Yeah, the bearings are shot.
Are they really?
You can hear it.
Oh, yeah, that's the noise it makes.
That's the noise it makes. Okay, this is a new one.
It's quiet. Oh, I'm excited now.
Uh-oh.
Whoa, what?
Where'd my power cord go?
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. Did it fall through the wall?
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
I think it did.
Oh, no.
Where'd it go? It pulled through the wall. We're gonna have to go fishing. Oh, it's barely in there.
So
Hold on. You catch this. You come over here, since you're short. You look right there. You can see the wire.
Oh, yeah.
It's barely hanging on.
Oh, no. Okay, got it.
There we go. All right, she's back together. I'm gonna go power it up. Power is on. Moment of truth. It's making noise, but it is so quiet.
So quiet. It's like it was when you installed it. Oh,
It's
yes.
so quiet.
Hallelujah.
Yes. Like, that was so horrible to have to listen to.
Awful. Like, I would wake up in the morning and come out here and just have rage immediately.
Like, it was bad. Here, let's hear how it sounds on full blast. Not too bad. Yes. I don't know why I haven't done that sooner. That's one of those ones on the list that is just like, I need to do this. Well, it's finally done. Alright, we got some of our green beans. We got fresh biscuits. And then we got all of these roasts. Thank you.
Kiss the beard.
Kiss the beard.
Kiss the beard. I'm ready to eat. And we can actually talk in here
It's so nice.
without horrible buzzing with an angry cicada that lives in the kitchen. How long can I sit and talk to the camera with it not recording and still remember what I said? All right, so it may look like today was just kind of an easy day, but man, our day was long.
It was long.
Like, it took so long to mess with all that milk, and then it took me a good, what, hour and some change dealing with that thing? Trying to get the little pieces to fit back together.
Just a minute, baby. We will take you back in just a minute. You can go in there and get ready. Yeah, go in there and get ready, and I'll be there in a second. Go sit by the bathtub.
Somebody's ready for her bath.
She is.
She gets very concerned. So, anyways, got it back together. No spare parts, which is always a good thing.
You were right?
All the screws got used.
Yeah, that's always good.
On that note, I think we're going to wrap it up here. So, we will catch you guys on the next one.
Bye.